back, ladies and gentlemen. Round 3 of the Serpents Open January qualifier. We've got our interesting Aeon Mirror. Mr. Spiff, would you like to introduce the first player?
Yeah, let's start up here at the top. Spawning in is the white Aeon Commander. We have Shade. Dropping down 2 quick land factories and then filling in her eco. And Nite, what's going on the other side of the map?
I call favoritism. I'm just kidding. On the other side, it is our blue Aeon Commander with the name of Rainbows and Unicorns. Of course, from Clan AA. It is AA versus OSS, Aeon versus Aeon, and Lady versus Lady, something you don't see very often, if at all, in this game. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and 2 great players as well. So let's see what they have in store for each other. Shade is dropping down a research station and has another factory queued up. It's going to be a little bit behind on production compared to Rainbows. She has already dropped down her 3rd land factory there.
Yeah, and it might be a little bit hard to deal with, especially with those Harvogs coming out. So she's going to need a radar really quick, or else it's going to start having quite a bit of problems, I think, with those flanks. But it looks like she's anticipating this, maybe? Oh, no, she just wants to flank herself, but she's going to come into those Harvogs, which is pretty good, It's essentially a radar.
Yeah, this is like the tournament of the bot flank so far.
Yeah, well, it's hard not to have that when you have Iron Commander playing.
True.
But yeah, I was gonna ask, but that first game we cast together has been just too crazy, and it was open palms and stuff. How you been since the New Year's? Been up to?
New Year, same pandemic.
Yeah. New office though.
New office? What?
With the president stuff. But anyway,
New
we're not gonna get
president,
into we're not gonna get into politics.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
This is an apolitical stream. The only politics here are the politics of tanks versus bots.
Yeah, it looks like the tanks are winning.
At the moment, yeah. Bots did not even really manage to do a whole lot of damage to that mass extractor.
I wonder if Rainbows had a chance to watch Shade's game the other day, because Shade is just like the master of flanks. Like, she'll keep flanking you even though she's like about to die. Like, her ACU could be like seconds from exploding, but she's still like flanking you with something. But Shade, of course, is another OSS player who hasn't really played in a while, but I would say she's a little stronger than Sloth, which I think she's always been, but it's still very impressive that she's able to get very good games recently, I think.
Yeah. Shade's been around for a long time and really has a lot of experience. I think she kept playing this game during that long period where I didn't.
Yeah.
And it really shows.
Yeah, for sure. We played a couple of games the other day, and yeah, she's still very, very good. Looks like Rainbows is going to slowly start to transition to those tanks, which is definitely the right thing to do here. There's no air coming from Shade, and there is, the flanks didn't quite work out for Rainbows, so she's going to transition to something that's a little stronger on the, face up to, land battles. But
that transition is still a ways away, though.
Yeah, it's going to take some time, but it might not be such a bad thing because as we see in the back pocket of Shade, she's queuing up air factories, so eventually she wants to transition into that. Kind of a very big expand from Shade before grabbing the 3rd land factory. That could be concerning here, as Rainbows is slowly starting to pull ahead in terms of units, despite that initial, tech difference of obviously Rainbows went the bots, but I'm guessing Shade went build cost, build time on her factories.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to... I mean, we don't really see any indication at this point of what that extra research has gone into. Like, we don't see shields or anything. We haven't seen shotjas. Like, we haven't seen any visible tech yet from Shade.
Yeah. Well, I think her units have a star upgrade. Yeah, definitely has a star in her tanks.
Yeah.
So that's actually
Yeah, I
pretty
see
good.
that.
That's actually pretty good against bots. And if you're ultimately going to go down in units, it's actually pretty good. And now they're equal on production, and Shade is actually up on mass. I feel like, I think so. Yeah, Rainbows actually has an idle engineer. Don't let girls see that. Oh, point defense, how nasty! Gonna force Shade away here.
Shade did just start popping out MMLs though, so
yeah, that's not
probably
bad.
make pretty short work of this.
Yeah, holding her own. That engagement surprisingly did not go too well for Shade, even though I felt like she was microing behind her ACU pretty well. I guess she like focusing down the commander. I guess that was the thing. I would love to see those MMLs being used a little more. Oh, looks like she wants to try and maybe snipe the radar. No, she does not. We're gonna see a tank die to MML fire. I like that. Oh, Shajas also. I missed that.
Who has shot? Oh, there. I see.
Yeah. I guess your prediction was correct, Spiff.
That was my prediction for our next map.
Oh, for the next map. What's our next? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Next map is Seraphim, by the way. And Shade picked Palms. Unfortunately, she's taking a lot of point defense fire. And yeah, Miss Micros, the ACU. This is might be over here.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yep. Whoa! Hang on a beat here. If she makes it out, this might actually tip. But there's no way. Shaja is good. Needs to focus the Shajas now. Oh my goodness! What?
Wow.
Oh my god! Miss Micro turned into a really good situation for Shade there. Oh my god.
Needs to get a repair on that ACU right away, though.
Yeah, ASAP. Unfortunately, I think she's not. She's focusing the ACU here too much here, and she can't do that still. Needs to pick off as many Shajas as she can and just retreat with the units that's surviving. You can't keep focusing the Commander Shade. There we go. Alright. Whew. Crisis averted. For the moment. How much how much health did she have there? Like 1,000?
Something like that.
Hello to I Am Swarm, by the way. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, Shade now on the back foot here. Huge economy, air coming out in the back, but at a pretty big deficit when it comes to these land troops.
Yeah, I mean, it's good against Shajas, I think. But I'm always nervous about players that either aren't as, aren't as good, obviously, which Shade is, but she hasn't played in a while. So I'm concerned as to her being able to control land and air against these Shajas, and she's just losing so many units at this point.
She is building up some more energy generators now. I'm wondering if that's because we're going to see a teleport.
Most likely. Let's see, what do we got in terms of tech? Looks like she didn't grab a second star. Her air units are still at 900, so there's no stars coming. And she still has that research station, which is really good for her, I feel like. Going into the late game, Rainbows is spending a little too much time. Well, actually, no, she has Shajas there. So she's going to be able to deal with these tanks relatively easily, actually. And then, oh no, this is not good. Oh no, and she turns around too. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to turn into a Rainbow's flank here in a couple of minutes, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
I think Shade did a pretty good job of getting behind those Shajas, but she was just so outnumbered.
Yeah. Yeah, now there's a lot of... Well, actually, no, they're fairly equal in production. Both of them managed to squeeze out quite a bit of land factories here. But yeah, Rainbows is utilizing the Foxtermelon principles, I think. Set up a crazy base with bunch of point defenses underneath shields and just build Shajas and eventually probably go teleport is what's going to happen here. We already see... oh, no, those are... Oh, no, there's energy generators coming out, so... Yeah. Teleport battle? How do you favor that if both of these players get teleported at the same time?
Well, at the moment, Rainbows just has more units, I think.
Yeah.
So I would have to say that would favor Rainbows.
Well, let's assume that somehow Shade miraculously holds this bottom flank.
I mean, the air could help.
Yeah, she has a decent amount of air now. But that ACU is still low. I think this ACU is just going to get sniped here. Yeah, she realizes she needs to get her air in there. Pulling her ACU as quickly as possible. Okay,
I don't know
Rainbows is not focusing down a whole lot of high value targets here. What was bombed here? Those planes didn't do anything.
They killed one unit, yeah.
No.
Hopefully this pass goes a little better.
Yeah, she needs to focus down as many shots. Nice split fire, though. I don't know if that was intentional or just a ground fire. Shade, you need
I don't know
to...
this.
Yeah, those charges on the left, though, are... this is a weird, scrappy fight.
Shade does lose a core mass extractor. That's not good.
Yeah, but overall, I feel like this isn't terrible. I felt like Rainbows didn't do as much damage as she could have there. She focused down.
Sniped.
Yeah, she could have sniped, but also like she focused down energy generators here, and ultimately 2 mass extractors, 2 energy generators, and 2 factories. I mean, that's damage. Don't get me wrong, but could have been way worse. Let's see, production here. We got 8 factories versus 7. She needs to rebuild an engineer. She hasn't done that. Oh, why are you still building? Yeah, okay, thank you. She was gonna rebuild that mass extractor, and I'm like, yeah, that's not a good idea. Gonna try and flank, though. Oh, utilizing her air to go. Oh, okay. How many planes is that? Is that 18?
Yeah, but now the shotguns are moving out. Well, they turn around.
Oh, Shade actually got charges. I missed that.
Yeah, she's got a few sprinkled in here and there. Still not relying on them as heavily as Rainbows is, though.
Yeah, very interesting match so far. But yeah, that's a lot of charges now from Rainbows. Ooh. That's a lot. Yeah. I mean, if she had electroshock, maybe, but yeah, I think that's just too big of an army there. I don't know that you can flank with this many units when you're down on army. I think that's ultimately what's gonna bite Shade in the butt here.
Yeah. I don't know if going for like the base trade is the right move in this circumstance necessarily.
I think she was going for base trade. Well, actually,
Originally,
it's gonna end
no.
up into this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it was originally intended to be a base trade, but that's kind of what it's going to turn into.
Yeah, the problem is though, like, Rainbows doesn't have that much back here, and for some reason, Shade is just not going in. Oh, teleport.
Kind of a pointless teleport.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so what I was saying is Shade has way more invested in her original base than Rainbows does.
Yeah, that air is doing work, but I don't think it's enough. And now with the bot AA, it's going to tickle, but...
Well, Shade is... Oh, I thought she was focusing down the bots. Never mind. Well, with the air she is, but that's not actually the correct choice here, I don't think. I don't know. This is weird. Keep moving the units, please, Shade. You need any and all damage right now.
Yeah, I think if this were like a practice game or a casual game, this would probably be, already called GG by Shade.
Yeah. Well, no, she actually fights to the last. And as I've said, she's literally seconds from dying to those Shajas, but she's still flanking on the other side of the map. It's so sad. Oh no, what is that teleport? Trying to snipe maybe? Where's her ACU?
Probably.
Oh, there's the ACU. Yeah. GG Shade and good game Rainbows. Rainbows needed a win. I don't know how she's been doing. Let me look at her record actually right now. Rainbows is 1-1. So yeah, she hasn't been doing the greatest in the league. So I think she needs a strong showing here. And I think she's well on her way. She's doing pretty good.
Yeah, well, Shade's not an easy player to take down.
Absolutely.
And it's a real scrappy game.
Shade does call GG, and that gives Rainbows the 1-0 lead in this series. Game 2 will be on Seraphim Isles? No, Seraphim... It's just Seraphim, right? I forget. Seraphim VII something.
It's whatever the Seraphim is that's in the map pool.
The one we... Yeah. Well, thanks, Biff. It's the Seraphim 1v1 map. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new map that we haven't seen yet in this tournament. It is Seraphim 7 Site 3.11a. I looked it up. It is a crazy map. Spiff, who do we got playing?
All right, well, starting over here on the left-hand side, spawning in as the teal Aeon Commander, we have Rainbows and Unicorns, filling in her eco and dropping down a quick air factory. And what's going on the other side of the map?
On the other side of the map, we have our white Aeon Commander with the name of Shade. She is putting down one research station and one air factory. And something is wrong with my audio, guys. I'm not sure why it just started not recording the game sound, but I will double check that for the next game and we'll figure it out. I'm just glad I can hear Spiff. All right.
All right, well.
So what do you think about this map, Spiff?
Well, we don't see this one very often in competitive in the competitive map pool.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting one. There's not a whole lot of open space to be flanking. A lot of really narrow choke points, but these cliffs do provide some opportunities for MMLs. TML can also be really powerful on this map. Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, TML is very popular, especially amongst the likes of Foxtermelon and Rainbows, who, as I say that, of course, has plopped down the team's first TML.
I think we all saw that coming.
Yeah, I think I definitely saw that coming. This is her map pick, right? I think so. Who picked first? Shade. Yeah, so this is her pick.
Yep.
Yeah, this is rough. You can't do much, especially when you didn't get MMLs yourself. Yeah. Yeah, Shade just hasn't been back for a while to know the meta on this map, I guess, unfortunately. Or she's just being nice.
Oof.
She's just playing an honorable game, and Rainbows is just plain dirty. Yeah, plain dirty.
No, I think this is a genuine anguish on Shade's part.
Yeah, and even Rainbows is saying meta bay. Oh, this is gonna be sad. Like, Shade has nothing she can counter with. She's already losing her third mass extractor. That's so sad. Ugh. And she doesn't even remember where the anti-missile launchers are. Oh no. This is so rough. Well, actually, technically she could, Rainbows, if she saved her research. She could have had it. But even then, she lost way too much. Her factories are not really positioned in a place to defend against this. Shade literally opened up with the worst thing, I think. Well, no, there's a lot of worse things, obviously, but like things that are still okay generally. She's opened up with the worst thing to counter this this TMO. Yeah, Jen just GG's out of there.
At least
Well-
Rainbows is acknowledging that it's a trash play.
Dude, I feel bad because every single OSS game with cast, the OSS game player goes down 2-0. Oh man, unfortunate. But yeah, good game to both of these ladies. It was fun to cast this match. That was round 3, and I'm sure since this was pretty quick, we're gonna have another round 3 game for you coming up. So stay tight, stay put, and we'll be right back.
Stay tight, everyone.
Yes, stay tight. I mean, it works. Anyway, we'll be right back. If you're still watching, give a thumbs up to this video. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you loved the video, please subscribe. And if you are blown away by it, check out my Patreon page. This has been Nite. Take care and peace out.